So today we are going to try to recreate this intro. I will provide the link to this work in the description. Let's start creating your work from Illustrator to After Effects, and then we'll go into Blender to create these 3D models. So let's get started. Let's just create this title design. Let's continue making the other letters. So for the word, I'm going to do this, and then for this part I'm going to end like this. A for pen tool. I will drag select this the letter like this. Then I'm going to hold Alt and move like this in order to duplicate the letter. And then I'm going to press P to continue the letter. Press P. I'm going to press A for the direct selection tool. Then use the P for pen tool again. Let's drag this letters and then bring it here. I'm going to round this point with. I'm going to press A for the direct selection tool and then select these points and then round this. And then let's just continue making this. I'm going to select this part and then press A, and then I'm going to round this part. I'm going to remove the rounding on this one. I'm going to press this letter and then press this point, and then I'm going to round it to the value of 20. I'm going to give the same value to this part too. Give the value of 20. I'm going to select this letter. I'm going to select this point and this point. Then I'm going to round it. Then I'm going to select this point, round it like this. And then press this portion. I'm going to reduce the length of this one. Now I'm going to select this point and then round it. So this is completed. I'm going to create this part I think we have left this part one. This one. I'm going to use M for rectangle tool. I'm going to create a rectangle like this. We have to delete this point. I'm going to select C for scissor tool. I'm going to select this one and this one. Now this point is cut down. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to reduce the length of this one. I'm going to select both of this and down this like this. I'm going to bring it here. I think I need to reduce the length of this one. Okay. I'm going to reduce the length of this one too. Okay. Just drag like this and then drag it like this. So we keep the backup of the previous one. In case illustrator actually closes, you might have backups of some of this stuff. I'm going to save the letter. I'm going to save the project first. Let's continue the process by creating. Let's just engage the stroke width to length of 35 or maybe 25. I think 22 will work. Even 20 is more enough. Then I'm going to fix this. Before doing this, let's just create outlines of the letter so that it will be easy for us. I'm going to duplicate this by holding Alt. I'm going to select drag select like this, go to object path and outline stroke. Now select this, use direct selection A for direct selection tool, select this spot and this spot, press S and hold S, hold Alt and click here. You're going to get this dialog. So this is horizontal, this is vertical. So we don't need anything on the value of vertical. So we're gonna give 0 on the vertical. So it will be straightened. I'm going to drag this and bring this like this. I am going to A for direct selection tool. I am going to click this. I am going to drag this like this. I am going to select this, bring it here. I think I may need to delete this point. Select this and delete, or use the delete anchor point for minus. By selecting minus, I am going to use this. I am going to bring it here. So it will be. I am going to select the below point. I am going to move like this. I am going to little bit. I may reduce the size of it little bit. I'm going to bring it on the downside. I think now this is working. I'm going to drag select all of this, move it to left. I'm going to select this. I think we need to reduce the lengths on these spots. Height. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to select these points, move it to left. Hopefully this will working now. This is working now. I'm going to select both of this point. I'm going to reduce the length. I'm going to drag select this. I'm going to increase the width of this little bit. just follow. I'm going to reduce the height of this. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to duplicate this letter by holding Alt. I'm going to bring it little bit here. I think there is a mistake on this letter. The points have been merged, so we need to fix this by using a row backup. I'm going to select this point and this point. I think I'm going to select all of these. Maybe we should remove the roundings first. To select all of this, I'm going to press yes. I'm going to give the 0 on the vertical. I'm going to press 0. Hopefully this is alright. Let's continue rounding this. I'm going to press this point and this point and round it. I'm going to press this point and round it like this. Maybe this is a little bit too much. Hopefully this is alright. I think this happened accidentally. We shouldn't have rounding on this lower part. I'm going to delete this. I just delete this too, and I'm going to keep a backup here. Going to outline this by a path outline stroke. I'm going to select this. I'm going to move it to here. Then we need to reduce the size of this. Hopefully this is alright now. We need to create this shape. We're going to use Eclipse tool. We're going to delete this point by using delete anchor point by using minus, or just delete this. I'm going to press P for pen tool. select this point and add it to this. I'm going to hold Alt. I'm going to move like this. I think we need to use rectangle tool by using M. I'm going to bring it here. I just delete this. I'm going to bring it here. I, I'm going to duplicate by holding Alt. Let us select this point. I'm going to round it like this, and I'm going to use Alt. I'm going to round it like this. Press A for direct selection tool and select this point and move like this. I'm going to hold Alt. I'm going to set this point using A. I'm going to round this point. We need to use E for transform tool. I'm going to transform it using like this. I'm going to bring it here. Press E for transform tool. I want to increase the length by holding Alt. Use E for transform tool. Transform it like this. I'm going to bring these letters. Press E. Use it like this. I just complete our work by transforming this a little bit more. I'm going to drag this. I'm going to increase the length of this letter. I'm going to select this and I'm going to use A for. I'm going to hold Alt and remove like this. I'm going to select this. I think we need to reduce the spacing of this. Now it's okay. I'm going to select this and then I'm going to use merge mode on Pathfinder. I'm going to select this. Sorry, unit mode on Pathfinder. I'm going to select this. I'm going to go to effect. What is it? This is what I'm going to use arc. I think what we are looking for is going to select the letter. I'm going to use the effect warp and arc lower. I'm going to use the value of negative 15 and I'm going to press OK. I'm going to select the letter. I'm going to drag the letter like this. Let's increase the value by going into appearance panel. Go to arc. I'm going to increase the bend value by 30. I'm going to press OK. I think we're okay. I think we need to increase a little bit by going into 35 minus 35. I'm going to increase the length of the letter a little bit more. I think we're okay. Let's save the document. Let's create this shape now. This shape, I'm going to press M for rectangle tool. I'm going to create a rectangle like this. I'm going to duplicate this rectangle by holding Alt. I'm going to select this rectangle. I'm going to go to the properties panel and I'm going to reduce the width by, I'm going to use the 1/3 of the width. I'm going to multiply this by 0.3 and let's just create a ellipse. I'm going to press L for ellipse tool. I'm going to create an ellipse like this. And I'm going to create another ellipse. I'm going to rotate it like a little bit, maybe like this. I'm going to select both of these ellipses. I'm going to press O for the reflect tool. I'm going to hold Alt and I'm going to use this rectangle as an anchor point. Hold Alt and click here. You're gonna get the vertical point. I'm going to select the vertical and then press copy. Let's just drag select all of this. I'm going to press Shift M for shape builder tool. I'm going to merge these shapes together like this, and I'm going to merge this. I'm going to hold Alt and I'm going to drag this. We have got this. And I'm going to select both of this point by using A, and I'm going to press S for the scale tool. I'm going to press it here, hold Alt. I'm going to press non-uniform and the horizontal value should be 85, maybe 88. I'm going to press OK. And I'm going to select this point and this point. Bring it here, select both of these points and use E for transform tool, and I'm going to bring it like this. a little bit slower. After doing that, I am going to select this point on this. So use A for direct selection tool, and then I'm going to select this point and this point, and I'm going to use this option, and then select this point, press minus for the delete anchor point tool and delete this anchor point, and then also delete this anchor point, and then select this point. I'm going to this option called effect warp, and then use the option called squeeze, and then squeeze it on the, give the bend value of 26. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to select it again. I'm going to use effect warp and then arc lower, press give apply new effect. I'm going to press minus, give the value of minus 30, press OK. I just reduce this height, and let's just give it a fill. I am going to increase the stroke width to 8. I am going to drag this and bring it here using Alt. Then let's just select this letters. I am going to press object. Let's just duplicate this, press by holding Alt, and then go to object, expand appearance. I'm going to bring it in the front by pressing Ctrl Shift and close brace. I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to select this, select both of them. I'm going to bring it here. I just duplicate this and place it here for the backup. Then select this. I'm going to object and expand appearance. So this is expanded. I just select this and ungroup. I think there are two shapes here. I'm going to delete the one of the shape. I'm going to leave it on the back shape. I am going to transform this. Transform the holder. Going to bring it here, and then I am going to select the letters and then bring it to the upside. I think we need to squeeze it a little bit more. I am going to use the appearance panel and go into up value, and then going to bend it even more. I think value of minus 45 will work, and I am going to duplicate this by holding Alt and then going to object and expand appearance. I am going to delete this and then place this on the document. I am going to select this and then go into align panel and then align this using the artboard option, and I am going to select the background. I am going to align this too. I think we need to reduce the height of this thing. So this is reduced, and then I am going to select this and then reduce the width too. I think we need to reduce the spacing of this. So I am going to select the both of this and then bring it here. I think we are okay. Going to drag, select this and then bring it here, and I'm just going to organize this now. T for type tool. I'm just grouping this using Ctrl G. Save the document. Save the document. Let's just go into Blender for the model designing.